Namaste! I am Anita Goa and welcome to Beginner 8, which is my beginner series of 8 videos that will teach you beginner vinyasa yoga, or my interpretation of it, Goa Flow. Today I share with you practice number 3, and here we will strengthen our arms and further strengthen our core. If you want the entire series, you can find a link in the description box below. See you on the mat. The intention for this practice is to take the abdominal work that we did in practice number 1 to a little bit of a higher level. And we're also going to get into strengthening our arms, so it will help us in all of the vinyasas that we will be doing from here on. So this will be giving you a great foundation of really connecting into your breath, really connecting into your physical strength, but also your inner strength. Okay? So you'll be needing a yoga block as well as a yoga strap, and put the strap into a loop, and I'll let you know when we need it. So just put it to the side for now. So first, come into a comfortable seat. Feel free to sit on your block. Legs are crossed into our easy seat. Just close your eyes. Your palms can face down or your palms can face up. Just opening yourself up really to your fullest capacity or potential today, whatever that might be. We don't know until we've tried, right? So just make sure that you stay connected to your ujjayi breath or your vinyasa yoga breath. Find that drawing in through the lower belly. Feel the lifting through the heart. Allow the shoulders to roll back. Finding your position seated. So whatever touches the ground has an opportunity to ground us. And in this position, it is our pelvis and our legs. So inhale fully, let your breath draw into your lungs, let your rib cage expand. And then exhale it out, let your rib cage go back to normal. Inhale fully, and exhale completely. Inhale fully. And exhale completely. Just work your palms together in front of your heart. Draw your chin into your chest. Just bow down into the highest within you. Always remember to just put yourself in a position where you can breathe. At any time you can pause. Give yourself a break, and the next time, keep moving on, and you'll find yourself getting stronger and stronger for each time. Just try to stay here now, and just do your best. Good. Lift your chin, and open your eyes. Beautiful. Just withdrawing ourselves from the external environment into our own internal environment. So let's sit to the front of our mat. Keep the legs bent with your toes lifted and the feet hip distance apart. Rest your hands right in front of your knees and inhale, lengthen to the spine, lift your chest, roll your shoulders back. And then exhale, roll yourself down to the floor vertebrae by vertebrae, very gradually. And then inhale once you're down, reach the arms over the head. And then exhale, lift the head, bring the arms forward, roll yourself up, place the hands behind your thighs if you need a little bit of help. And then inhale, lengthen. Do that 2 more times. Exhale, roll it down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale it back. Exhale, the arms forward, draw it in and gradually lift up and lengthen. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale it back. Exhale, bring the arms forward and lift it up. Yeah, good. Warming up the spine and getting into the abs. Now roll it down vertebrae by vertebrae. Start to lift the legs up, and you notice how light they become when you're connected into your abdominals. Place your hands behind your head, interlace the fingers, flex your feet. Draw the elbows in a little bit so that your right elbow is at 2 o'clock and your left elbow is at 10 o'clock. Draw vigorously in through the navel and anchor your hip bones into the floor. And just like we did in practice number 1, pushing and pulling, you can continue on doing this one if you feel best doing this. But we're going to try to add on the yogic bicycle, which are big circles. Not super slow, not super fast, but just find a moderate pace where you feel that you're making a circular movement with that pushing and that pulling. Navel is pulled in, hips are anchored. You got a little Mona Lisa smile there on your face, enjoying the moment, just enjoying a nice stroll in the park maybe, or down the streets, enjoying the view. Good, and now pause and go in reverse. Oops, we forgot something. You got to backtrack a little bit. And you know what? Sometimes that's part of life. You just got to go back, make it better, and then continue on. And have a good sense of humor about it. All right, now the going starts to get a little bit tougher. Feel the drawing in through the abdomen. Just feel yourself still breathing. Yeah, and if it's too much, if it gets into your lower back, then pause and build up just a little bit more strength in order to do all of them. Good, and release. Draw the knees in and rest back. Ah, give me a little sigh. Beautiful. Now release the feet to the floor. Your knees are going to come together and your feet are going to be apart. About math distance apart with the feet. Lift your toes off the floor and root down into the 4 corners of your feet. Feel that connection to your lower abs and hip bones are anchored. Hands behind your head again. Find your 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. You exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. So we rotate to the left and center. We rotate to the right and center. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Keep going like this. Now it's like you're rolling from one shoulder blade over to the next. Your arms are still at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. You're rotating as a unit. You're not pulling the elbows over, pulling on your head and your neck. No, you're rotating from the bottom of your ribs and moving really deeply into your waistline or into the muscles that are called obliques. So this will strengthen your waistline, it will slim your waistline, and keep it all nicely knitted together. Keep breathing with it. One more time to the right and center and release it down. Yeah, feels good. And it gives a little bit of a twist of the spine as well. Toe heel your feet together. When the feet are together, draw a little extra into the abs, lift your heels, and see if you can lift both of your legs off the ground at the same time. Very good. And this is a whole part of drawing into ourselves and lifting and moving as a unit. Cup your hands around your knees, draw the knees away, and lift your head up. And imagine that your legs are 500 pounds. They help to propel you forward. But really, it's because you're connected into your core and you're lifting as a unit. That's how you'll be able to lift up really smoothly. Yay! Cross the ankles and come onto your hands and your knees. We're going to go into a forearm plank. So we'll be on our forearms and our hands, and we'll be working our core and strengthening up our arms. So come down onto your forearms, spread your fingers, ground your palms. See that your elbows are shoulder distance apart. Extend the left leg and extend the right leg. Keep your feet hip distance. Make sure that your hips are not too high, they're not too low, but try to find that position where your shoulders, your hips are in the same plane. Try to puff up the upper back a little bit and wrap the shoulder blades into your armpits. Feel like you're airing out right in between your shoulder blades. Breathe with it here. Keep that soft Mona Lisa smile on your face. Good. Now we're going to rotate to the right, to the center, to the left and center. It goes like this. Rotate to the right, come to the center, rotate to the left, come to the center. So exhale right, inhale center, exhale left, inhale center. Keep going. 3 more times each side. Now your shoulders and your arms are not moving. It's only your lower body, basically from the bottom of your ribs. Continues to strengthen that waistline back to the center. Good. Now slowly lower your pelvis into the floor, but feel that your pubic bone is in the floor. Point your feet. Continue to keep the feet hip distance apart. Lift your chest, wrap your shoulder blades into the armpits, and feel that openness through the chest and a very nice stretch into your abs. Can you feel that? Yeah? Make sure that your head is in a place where you can breathe and where you can move it. This will strengthen your buttocks muscles, your hamstrings, so the muscles in the back of your thighs. It will also strengthen your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back. Hang out here, or feel free to press with the palms and maybe straighten out the arms. All while keeping the shoulders open. Yeah. And drop down. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You can move your head a little bit. Notice how it feels in this position. You're getting a deeper stretch into the abs. Wonderful. Then slowly lower the forearms back down. And we're going to lower all the way down, draw our elbows back. Place the hands right next to the ribs so you find a position where your elbows are on top of your wrists. All right, roll the shoulders open, pin the shoulder blades down and together, draw the heart forward. This is called baby cobra. Baby cobra, beautiful. Full breath in, full breath out, and really connect to your upper back here, because we'll be using those muscles a lot for our yoga push-up, our chaturanga. Now you can hang out in baby cobra or press with the palms and gradually lift it up into a modified upward facing dog. Really lift the chest, roll the shoulders open. Keep your knees and your shins into the floor. And make sure that you feel like you're lifting yourself up, creating length in your spine. Good. Then draw in through the abs, press with the palms, around the spine like a cat stretch, and sit back into child's pose. Yeah. Rest your forehead to the floor. Rest the arms at the side of your body. And then maybe circle your hands around, in case you felt that, into your wrists. Good. And then withdraw and roll yourself up. Okay, how did that feel? Could you feel the arms? Could you feel the abs? Yeah, good. Now we'll come into a plank pose. So the plank is much higher off the ground. Our arms are shoulder distance, just like the forearm plank. We curl the toes under, we straighten the legs out. Keep the feet hip distance apart. Also here, feel like you're pressing the floor away from you. Don't sink into the hips, don't sink into the shoulders. Don't lift the hips too high. Find a position where you are extended from your heels to the crown of your head. And if you're not sure, put yourself in front of a mirror or even film yourself and notice how your position is. All right? Now from here, rotate to the right. So you're on the outer edge of the right foot, inner edge of the left foot. Start to shift your weight into the right arm and maybe possibly lift the left hand off and reach the left hand up. Keep looking down. Draw up through that right oblique. Good, and then slowly lower the hand down, draw up through the abs, and rotate it back to the center. That was a side plank. Then rotate to the left, to the outer edge of the left foot, inner edge of the right foot. Lift up through that left hip, shift the weight over into the left arm, and reach the right arm up. And just keep looking down. Breathe in fully, breathe out completely. Breathe in fully, breathe out completely. And then draw up through the abs, slowly rotate it back to the center and lower the knees into the floor and come back into hero pose. Whew, very good. Just circle out your wrists. So it takes a little bit of time to get stronger in our wrists. Our wrists are not used to being in this flexed position. So just give yourself time to very gradually strengthen it up. And we can stretch it out a little bit by lowering the hands to the floor and giving our wrists and our forearms a bit of a stretch there. All right, now what we're going to do is go and practice what's called a chaturanga. That's basically the yoga push-up, and it's quite challenging. It involves a lot of strength, but we're going to integrate a block as well as a strap, and we'll take it step by step by step, and gradually as you practice it, you will start to get a hang of it and develop much more strength for all of the vinyasas that you'll be doing, okay? With proper good form and technique. All right, now slowly peel the hands off. Oh, and release. Okay, take your block, place it next to you, and also take your strap and create a loop and place the strap around your arms towards your elbows, so above your elbows. You want to make sure that when you bend your elbows go right next to your waist, and the strap is basically right where your rib cage is, right underneath your chest. Right? So in this position, you want to feel that your chest is up, lifted, your shoulders are rolled back, and your shoulder blades are plugged down and together. And we will find a position where the shoulder and the elbow and the hips are in the same plane, okay? But sideways, basically, this is how it looks like. So we come back into our plank position. And now what you're going to do, you're going to try to lower yourself halfway down and push yourself back up. If you find that challenging, lower the knees to the ground, lower down, and push back up. Okay? Try to inhale down and exhale up. Feel that your abdominals are supporting you, and feel that your legs are supporting you as your arms are supporting you as well. So you really want to feel that your tricep, the muscle in the back of your arm, is helping you as you're pushing the arms away, okay? So you want to lower yourself down as a unit and push yourself back up as a unit, right? No sinking into the shoulders, no sinking into the back, or kind of doing it. Just lower yourself down as far as you can and push yourself up as far as you can. So let's try to put a vinyasa together. So we first go into a plank pose on an inhale, lower to chaturanga on an exhale, inhale to an upward facing dog, really lift out of the shoulders, and then exhale, drawing through the abs as you lower the knees to the floor, sit back to a child's pose. Do that again. Inhale to a plank, the strap might slide down a little bit, so you have to adjust it. Exhale to a chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, draw in like you're doing a cat, back into child. Good. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, child's pose. And withdraw, roll yourself up, vertebrae by vertebrae, to hero pose. That's quite a handful, okay? But what the strap does is it prevents you from dipping too far down into your shoulders so that you're preventing any injury in your shoulders. Gets you more into your core and your legs, and it really gets you into strengthening your arms, okay? Now, if you find that you dip a lot into your hips, you can take a block and basically place it right underneath your hips, and you can go through exactly the same sequence like this and lower down. Okay, if you find that the upper dog is a little challenging, you can practice it with the block and go through it in that way. Okay, so there are so many different techniques that can help you to gain the strength for a really challenging pose like this. So now we've basically gone through the standing version of a sun salutation and the floor version of a sun salutation, and in next video we will put it together. Okay, so put your strap a little bit to the side. You can sit either in virasana, take a block underneath your seat so you can come up a little bit higher, and cross the right elbow on top of the left. Lift your elbows, drop your shoulders down. For the eagle arms, just stretching out the shoulders a bit. Full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in, full breath out. Good, and then release. Cross the left elbow on top of the right. Lift the elbows, drop the shoulders. Full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in, full breath out. Good, and release the arms, bring them down and behind your back, and interlace the right index finger on top of the left, and lift your chest, stretch the arms away. Make sure that you keep your abs drawn in as you lift with the chest. Pin the shoulder blades together, and just feel that stretch through the front of your shoulders. A little bit into the bicep as well. Good, then release the arms, bring them to the front, interlace the right index finger on top of the left, and turn your palms away from you. Round your back, drop your head down. Good, bring the arms behind your back again. Left index finger on top of the right, so changing the interlacing. Draw in through the navel, lift with the heart, roll the shoulders open. Breathe with it, and just changing the interlacing of the fingers make a huge difference in balancing out the stretching of your shoulders. Good, release. Bring the arms to the front, left index finger still on top of the right. Turn the palms away from you, round your upper back. Drop the head forward, getting a good stretch into the upper back. And release. Lift it up. And just shrug your shoulders away. Good. I hope that made you feel good. Maybe a little bit challenged, but that's okay. Let's lie down on the floor. Adjust yourself here so your pelvis is grounded. Legs are open, flipped open to the side. Adjust your upper back, rest the arms at the side of your body. Just allow the shoulder blades to roll open and rest to the floor like a set of heavy plates. Make sure that your neck and your shoulders feel relaxed. Chest is open. Allow your belly to expand on the inhale and allow it to go back to normal on the exhale. So stay and breathe, stay with your breath. Maybe this was a very challenging practice for you. Maybe you found that you didn't have the arm strength that you needed to do the poses. Don't worry. Be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Just keep practicing, and each time that you put some effort into it, they will start to get stronger. And if you found that you had all the strength that was required for this, that's fine too. And that's going to help you for the next practices. So it doesn't matter where we're at. We are exactly where we're at, And from there, we grow and we get stronger, we get more flexible, more balanced. For some, the legs are stronger and the arms are weaker. For others, maybe the arms are stronger and the legs are weaker. Or maybe the core is weak. Right? Everyone has one area that needs a little extra tending to, or sort of that weak link. And that's the fun part with our yoga practice, is that we get to know ourselves better. We know where our strengths are, where our weaknesses are. And then we can turn it around. We can make our weaknesses our strengths, if we allow ourselves. So this is just a practice of allowing yourself to move into victory, whatever that might mean for you. Just stay connected to your breath. Breath by breath, pose by pose, step by step. It all flows together. Then wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. Draw your legs together. Draw your non-dominant leg into the chest first, the leg you wouldn't naturally draw in, and then your dominant leg in second. And then cup the hands around your knees again. Lift your head and roll yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae. Good, and then come back into the easy seat. Yes, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Namaste. I hope that that was helpful, getting a little bit more strength into your core, into your back, into your arms, integrating it all with your breath. So now, practice this video together with the other two videos. You can alternate them, or just practice practice number 2 and practice number 3 together, alternate them. Okay, so just make sure that you keep practicing all of them until we get a little bit further along the way, and I'll give you further instructions of what to do. All right, let me know how it went. Let me know if you found that you had the strength or you didn't have the strength. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment box below. I love to hear from you, and I want to hear how this journey is going for you. Okay, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure that you've subscribed so that you're aware of when the next one is coming. And the link for the folder where all of these will be eventually will be in the description box below. I will see you in the next one. Have fun, happy practice. Bye.